There we go. Well, welcome to another edition of Adam Curry Presents. Before we start today's show, just want to remind you, beginning Monday, May 25th, it's our 4th annual Summer of Games. Lots of games, lots of fun, and maybe a couple American bandstands into our extravaganza. In the meanwhile, on today's episode of our Decades Galore, we got you an episode, a 1978 episode of the game of X's and O's of the new Tic-Tac-Toe. And we'll be back after these words.
Every day was Saturday night. Coca-Cola has light when the lights are bright. Wish every day was Saturday night. Time is so precious, seems a shame to waste it. Waste it. Saturday night feels so good you can taste it. Coca-Cola has light when the lights are bright. Wish every day was Saturday night. Wish every day was Saturday night. Coke has light. Coca-Cola has light.
Greetings from Wink Martindale and Game Show Network.
We are going to have a ball.
Get ready for Tic-Tac-Toe.
It's going to be wild.
The questions can be tough.
3 island territories send delegates to presidential conventions. Name 2.
Puerto Rico.
Right?
And Guam.
Right, for
There's
Tic-Tac-Toe.
plenty of excitement.
To believe it, you got to watch it.
And it always pays to avoid the dragon. Tic-Tac-Toe, the place where X's and O's can have you rolling in dough.
You're watching Game Show Network, where What's My Line is next with Wally Bruner, followed by Password and Card Shark.
Favorite game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. It's Tic-Tac-Toe. That's how the 1970s and 80s Tic-Tac-Toe opened. But did you know, or do you remember, Tic-Tac-Toe was originally seen in the 1950s? 12 o'clock noon on July 30th, 1956 was when Tic-Tac-Toe was first seen on NBC. It was a simple game of questions and answers where contestants tried to make tic-tac-toe when they answered correctly. Producer Jack Berry hosted the show through 1958. Then announcer Bill Wendell took over. Many of you know that Bill Wendell has been David Letterman's announcer since the show began. Another tic-tac-toe announcer, Bill McCord, is the father of singer Billy Vera. Tic-tac-toe retired from the airwaves in October 1959 and stayed in retirement until the summer of 1978 when CBS decided to add the X's and O's to their daytime schedule. And Wink Martindale stepped up to the host podium. CBS kept the show on for 13 weeks, and about the time it went off, a previously planned syndicated version started. It stayed on through 1986, and the last season was hosted by Jim Caldwell. One of the most memorable tic-tac-toe moments was when Navy man Tom McKee won a grand total of well over $300,000 on the show. Certainly proof that game shows can change people's lives forever. Now you can catch all the excitement of Tic-Tac-Toe on Game Show Network as the kickoff show of Club AM weekdays at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Time now for Tic-Tac-Toe.
From Hollywood, it's everybody's game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. It's the new Tic-Tac-Toe. And now, here is our host, Wink Martindale.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the new Tic-Tac-Toe. Let's put some of that strategy and some of that education to work now. See how many of the answers you can get as we meet our players on this show. Who do we have?
Our current champion, whose winnings total $2,600 in cash, is a college teacher and genetic counselor. Meet again, Jason Gursky. And his opponent, a Los Angeles police lieutenant who has also been a member of the Chicago Police Department. Again, Carlo Cudio.
Welcome back, Jason, as our champion, $2,600, and all of that's in cold, hard cash. This gentleman, by the way, is a script writer. If anybody needs a movie script or a television script to be written, you're the man, right, Jason?
I hope so.
Hey, good luck on the show. Carlo, you told me before the show started that number 7 is your lucky number, and for good reason, too. Tell us about that.
Well, when I made sergeant on the police department, I came out number 7 on the sergeant's list. Then I made lieutenant, again, position number 7, and they issued me badge number 77.
So if you go play our bonus game, you're going to pick number 7.
I'm going to go for 7.
Right? Carlo, Jason, welcome. Let's play the new tic-tac-toe. Here's the way we play the new tic-tac-toe. You get an X or an O by answering a question in the category of the box you select. 3 X's or 3 O's, vertically, horizontally, or diagonally wins the game. An X or an O in an outside box adds $200 to the pot. And the middle box, being most important, has harder questions, and that adds $300 to the pot. The winner gets to keep the pot and go on to play the bonus game. Now let's take another look at the 9 categories you're going to be dealing with. These are our subjects: U.S. geography, the odd one, Spirit of 76, popular music, anatomy, faces, movies, animals, and the Bible. Now, when our last show was interrupted, here's what our board looked like. We had 1 X up on the board. Of course, Jason, that belonged to you. Now let's move the categories around, and we will get back to the business at hand, selecting categories and hopefully answering questions. With a $200 pot, Jason, pick an X, please.
Faces, please.
Faces, the first category in this game, and here's the first question. Faces. Take a look at this picture, Jason. Give me the name of the popular band that's led by this rock superstar.
The Rolling Stones.
Right, Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones. Where you put an X in that box? Carlo, where would you like your first O to go?
I'll have to go to the middle box to block.
All right, if you answer this question correctly, you will block him. It's a little harder. It's worth $300. In the 1967 movie In the Heat of the Night, a Southern police chief and a Northern black cop team up to solve a murder. First, for a block, Carlo, which actor played the Southern police chief? And secondly, which actor played the Northern cop? Think about that. Carlo, for a block, which actor played the Southern police chief in the Heat of the Night?
Rod Steiger.
So far, so good. And for that center box, which actor played the Northern cop?
Sidney Poitier.
Right. Cops should know that. Put it over there. Let's move the categories around. And we had $300 to the pot. Pot now worth $700. He blocked you, Jason. Where do you go now?
Anatomy, please.
The anatomy, the category, and here's the question. This small round hole in the iris of the eye expands or contracts depending on the amount of light. Name it, Jason, and you got an X. Pardon?
The pupil.
Right. The pupil is right. Another $200 into the pot. Carlos?
The center and the top. The Bible.
Center and the top for a block. All right. Answer this, and you again will block Jason. Question, Carlos. This biblical character led the Israelites to the promised land, but never entered it himself. For a block. Name him.
Moses.
Right. And you blocked him again. Got a good game going here. We'll be back to complete this game of tic-tac-toe right after this. Jason, so far you've defeated 2 opponents. If you defeat 3 more opponents, here's what you're going to win.
It's a brand new car. A Chevy Chevette 4-door hatchback. The new rear doors make it easy to get into the back seat where you'll find lots of leg room. The Chevette 4-door hatchback has the comfort and convenience you want in a small car, furnished by Chevy Chevette. Okay, Wayne.
So Jason beat 3 more opponents and you got it. Take 5 up. Let's move the categories around. Now we got a $1,100 pot. 4 categories left. Jason, where would you move with your next X, please?
I think the block anatomy.
Okay, he's going for a block on anatomy, and this is the question. Answer this, Jason, and you'll block it. These blood vessels carry the blood out from the heart to the body. Name them. Artery, artery, artery. Oh, Carlo, your turn.
I'll have to go with anatomy to win.
He may have saved you that time with that loss. Anatomy. Answer this question on that category, and you'll have $1,300. You'll become our new champion, Carlos. Name the member of the medical profession whose specialty is canines and incisors. For tic-tac-toe and $1,300.
Dentist.
Right. Oral surgeon and dentist. So you did it, Carlo. Picked up tic-tac-toe and $1,300 along the way. Congratulations to you. You become our X-rated player. Well, it's actually not X-rated, but our X-player is always our champion. Jason, as you leave us, you take away with you $2,600. Not a bad day's work. Thank you for being with us, and good luck to you. Jason Gursky. Okay, Carlo, let's play the bonus game. Come on over. Now we're going to kind of play as a team here, okay? Now, Carlo, here's how we play our bonus game. Behind these numbers are various amounts of money. One dragon, a tick, and a tack. Now, in a moment, we're going to cover these up and move them around, and you'll be calling off numbers. Find money totaling $1,000, and here's what else you get. Johnny, tell him about it.
Well, Carlo, it's Tic-Tac-Doe's touring package. First, for outdoor fun and adventure, you'll tour around on this pair of mini bikes. Kawasaki KD100 mini bike, 99cc rotary value engine, 2-stroke single turn for maximum reliability and outstanding gas mileage. 5-speed transmission for cruising the smooth trails or rough roads. The KD100 mini bike from Kawasaki. Next, to go with those mini bikes, it's a camping trailer. Time Out's full-size camping trailer, built for compact cars or motorcycles. The smallest vehicle can pull it, yet it opens into a huge camping castle from the Time Out Corporation, Elkhart, Indiana. And Carlo will top off this tour package with a grand tour of France, where you'll visit the exciting romantic city of Paris, visit the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre Museum. You'll have 16 days to tour, sightsee, shop, and enjoy the beautiful city of Paris and other cities of France. This grand tour is furnished by Club Universe. This Tic-Tac-Doe tour package is worth over $3,900 in cash and prizes.
Oh, let's find that trip to France. Now, Carlo, just one more thing I want to remind you of. If you find the tick and the tack on the board, you'll also get the dough, $1,000 plus all of the prizes. But, of course, if you find that dragon as you play the game's over and you lose it all. Okay, let's move them around on the board and cover them up. Numbers 1 to 9. You can pick any one. What's it going to be?
First one will be 7.
All right, let's look behind his number. He said it was lucky. Let's see if it is. $50. Listen, $50 ain't a bad beginning, is it, huh? Now, you can take that $50 and stop, or you can continue. Do you have anybody in the audience that nobody... He's all by himself. What should he do, audience? They say go.
I'm going to go. Number 8, please.
Number 8. What's behind number 8? $500. That makes a bit of a difference. Now you got $550. You're $450 away from the 1,000. But you might also hit the dragon. What do you want to do?
Can't stop now. I'm going to go for number 1, please.
That's what I like about this man. He's a gambling soul. What's behind number 1? $150. Now what do? You got $700. You're $300 away, but you might also hit the dragon. What do? Take the $700 and stop or keep going?
I got to keep going.
All right, then pick a number.
Number 3, please.
He's hoping to win that trip to France. What is behind number 3? $350. You win. You did it. Carlo, congratulations to you. You won the trip to France, coupled with all of the cash you won. Your bonus game is worth $3,950. Combined with your prior winnings, your grand total now is up to $5,250 in cash and merchandise. Congratulations. Ready to play another game? All right, go on over there. We'll meet a new player. Okay, Johnny, who do we have next, please?
Well, from San Diego, we have a social worker whose hobbies are tennis and swimming. Meet Michael Smith.
Oh, Michael. Michael, welcome to the new Tic-Tac-Doe.
Thank you.
What did you do, Michael, before you became a social worker?
I did some entertaining.
No difference between the two, is there?
Not much.
We won't get into that, though. Hey, Mike, welcome to the show. And you know how we play the game. Let's take a look at the categories we're going to be dealing with in this new game. We have the 50s. We have autos, royalty, games, English literature, famous sights, funny men, scary things, and female singers. Now let's move the categories around. We'll shuffle them all around, and then Carlo, our big winner currently, with 5250, will go first. Carlo, they're set. Where would you like to place your first, actually?
I'm going to take a chance on funny men in the middle.
Okay, that's worth $300, and this is the question. On the television series The Honeymooners, Ed Norton was the name of the upstairs neighbor who worked in a very strange place. First, name the comic who portrayed Norton. 2, tell me where he worked. Think about that. Carlo, who portrayed Norton on that show?
Art Carney.
Right. And tell me where he worked, and you'll have that center box.
He worked down in the sewer.
Down low in the sewer, right. Put it up there. It's worth $300 to the pot. Michael, where did you place your first O, please?
Let's take the 50s in the right-hand corner.
Going to go for the 50s, all right, Michael? In 1950, a group of movie directors and writers began serving prison terms for refusing to answer questions of the House Un-American Activities Committee. They were known as the Hollywood what? Take a guess. The Hollywood 10. The Hollywood 10. Let's move those categories around. $300 in the pot, thanks to that X in the center box. And Carlo will be going back to you. Chance to get way ahead of him, Carlo. Where you want to go? Trying to get the jump on it.
Let's try the 50s again.
Okay, going to go for the 50s. Your first time in that category. One of the great television successes of the 1950s was a show that featured singer Fran Allison and a dragon with one tooth. Name the dragon.
Collie.
Right. Put an X in that box. $500 in the pot. Michael?
You need to go to the top middle of the block, female singer.
Okay, answer this question on female singers, and you'll block Carlo. This Bronx-born singer had a gigantic hit with the song Midnight Blue. Her first name is Melissa. For a block, what's her last name?
Melissa Manchester?
Right, and you blocked Carlo. We're going to take a commercial timeout. Then we'll be back to continue this game between Michael and Carlo on Tic-Tac-Toe. We'll get back to our game. Shuffling the categories with a $700 pot. Carlo, your turn to pick another X. Where would you like it to go?
I'm going to go to the middle right.
Middle right, the 50s again. All righty, here's your question, Carlo. This 3-foot plastic ring, which was used in Australia for physical fitness, became a rage in the United States in the late 50s, where it sold at the rate of 20,000 a day. What were these rings called?
Hula hoop.
You got to believe it, yeah. Put an X there. $200 more into the pot. Michael? Looking for your second O. What category?
Have to go to block of scary things.
If you answer this correctly, of course, you'll have a block of him. In the book, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, a horseman scared people because of what he carried under his arm. For a block, what was it?
His head.
Right, and you blocked him again. Very good, Michael. Let's move the categories around. There they are. 4 categories left. Carlo, where do you move now?
I've been lucky with the 50s. I'll take it again in the lower right.
Okay, the 50s, the category, and the question is this, Carlo. In January 1959, it became the 49th state to be admitted to the Union. Name it.
Alaska.
Yes. Put it up there. $1,300 in the pot, Michael, as I turn to you for another category, for an O.
Let's go to games. Block in one direction.
All right. You flip a coin on where you go. Michael, sometimes the British refer to this simple game as noughts and crosses. For a block, what is its more familiar name?
Tic-tac-toe?
You're right. I don't know where that one came from, but you blocked him with it. Let's move the categories around. $1,500 in the pot. 2 categories left, and Carlo, back to you.
The hard choice. The upper right, games.
Games it is, and here's the question. For Tic-Tac-Toe and $1,700, added to your prior winnings, this question would give you $6,950 total. In a chess game, in what direction does the bishop move for $6,950 total?
Diagonally.
Right. Well, that takes you up there pretty good, Carlo. You were doing all right even before that, but you are really up there now. $6,950 total, cash and prizes. Congratulations, Carlo, and the chance to play our bonus game once again. Michael, no money for you, but a couple of nice prizes, and thank you for playing the new Tic-Tac-Toe. We enjoyed having you over. Okay, Carlo, come on back over here. We meet again, indeed we do. We played this game. Everybody at home who's watching knows how we play. You know what you're going for. At least $1,000 in cash to get all of the prizes that our gentleman is going to tell us about right now. Johnny, what do you have for him this time?
Well, this time, Carlo, it's Tic-Tac-Toe's musical package. First, play all your favorite tunes on this piano. The Winter Spinet piano, incomparable beauty with unusually brilliant tones, soft, low silhouette, and hand-rub finish, everybody's favorite, a quality product of the Aeolian Corporation. Next, on a smaller scale, it's a collection of elegant musical jewelry boxes. They'll surely please you with their delightful tones. And for your listening enjoyment, it's a collection of albums from the Epic Portrait Associated family of labels, including records by Lou Rawls, Kansas, Linda Carter, and featuring Engelbert Humperdinck's The Last of the Romantics. And finally, Carlo, you'll need something to play those records on. So it's a stereo. From the Morse Electrophonic Studios series, this contemporary music center, AM/FM tape player, and automatic record changer. From Morse Electrophonic, one of America's largest stereo manufacturers, this musical package is worth, in cash and prizes, over $3,250.
$3,250 worth of musical package. Good luck. Find anything you want to on the board, but don't find the dragon. Pick a number.
I'm going to go with 5, please.
All right, number 5. In the middle, what's behind number 5? Pick. Find the tack and we'll give you the dough, okay? Pick another number.
5 and 2 makes 7 my favorite number, so I'm going to go for 2.
Say that again.
2.
5 and 7. Okay, 2 this time. What's behind number 2? It is the dragon. You should have stuck with number 7 down there. Let's look at the rest of the board. Where was tack? I was just curious about that, because if you'd combine, here it was right over here behind number 6. If you'd combine those two, you'd have won the money and, of course, all of those prizes, that musical package. But although you didn't win here, you continue as our champion, and you still have a grand total. It's not bad, folks. $6,950 in cash and merchandise. I'll shake on that. Let's play another game, you want to? Sure. Okay, go back over there. Johnny Gilbert, bring us another player, will you?
From San Diego, a housewife whose interests are bridge, tennis, golf, and horses, meet Cheryl Merritt.
Cheryl, welcome. Such a pretty lady. You're interested in horses, riding, or play?
Playing them.
How do you make out?
I should be riding them.
Shouldn't we all? Cheryl, good luck on tic-tac-toe. I hope you have, apparently from what you're saying, I hope you have more luck here than you have with the horses. Let's take a look at the categories we'll be dealing with. The subjects in this game are mythology, evil people, the South, nicknames, physics, symbols, heroes, Oscar ladies, and about words. Let's move the categories around on the board now. We'll shuffle them all about. Carlo, our police lieutenant, will go to you, sir. For your first act, there they are, all set. Where would you like to go?
I'm going to go for the center box, heroes.
All right, heroes in the center box worth $300. Carlo, the woman called the founder of modern nursing became famous for her service in a war which pitted Britain and France against Russia. First, I want you to name her and then name the war. Think about that. The founder of modern nursing. Name her.
Florence Nightingale.
Right. Name the war.
I want to say the Franco-Prussian War.
No, the Crimean War. The Crimean War. Cheryl, we'll turn to you. Where would you like your first dough to go, please?
Okay, I'll take Oscar ladies, middle right.
Middle right it is. Oscar ladies. First question for you, Cheryl. She became the first Oscar winner for a performance in a movie with subtitles. Name the actress who won an Academy Award for 2 women.
Anne Brand.
Now, Sophia Loren. Sophia Loren. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we'll continue with Tic-Tac-Toe. Cheryl just said, I'll never forget Sophia Loren. None of us men will either, my dear. I'll tell you that. It's been that way for years. Can both of you come back for our next show?
Yes.
We'll pick up where we leave off on the board. And, of course, there are no X's or O's up there. The battle of the losers so far. We'll do something about that next time. We'll see you then. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Rick Barksdale for Tic-Tac-Toe. Bye-bye.
All of our departing contestants will receive the home game version of the new Tic-Tac-Toe. It's as much fun playing it as watching it on TV. In addition, some of our departing contestants will receive Nescafé, the world's largest selling brand of instant coffee. Nescafé is available in both regular and green label decaffeinated. And Swanson entrees, meat and potatoes and good chicken nibbles, sliced beef. Try all 9 varieties. Children love them, and you will too. Also, Westman Stir Crazy Automatic Corn Popper stirs itself to give you bigger, puffier, great-tasting corn. 6 quarts in 6 minutes, plus colorful DuPont Lucite spray paint. The quick and easy way to add fresh new decorated touches all around your house. With Lucite spray paint, you color it easy. And the Duke Royal Buffet canned hams carefully cured by experts in the Iowa corn country. Fully cooked and flavor sealed by the Duke, the canned ham people. Also rice-a-roni, the quick and easy side dish you saute and simmer to flavor perfection. Rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. The new Tic-Tac-Dough is a Jack Barry and Dan Enright production.
Cook at night, do everything that makes your living nice. Cook at night, and everybody wants a little life. Oh yeah, cook at night, 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 do everything that makes your living nice.
Welcome to the Tic-Tac-Dough Fashion Show, hosted by Wink Martindale. Right now on the runway, it's Cliff looking sharp in a Tic-Tac-Dough original. And now let's hear some noise for Bert. He's going to get plenty of X's and O's in that outfit. Wow, Brenda's also looking tic-tac terrific. Wink.
Do you want to get married?
And last but not least, hello, Carl.
Very, very exciting. Action, suspense, sort of a thrill a minute.
Just like Tic-Tac-Dough, Wink. Catch all the fashions weekdays at 5:30 only on Game Show Network.
You're watching Game Show Network. Next up, it's To Tell the Truth. Then it's What's My Line? And then it's the Newlywed Game.
Well, I hope you guys tune in to the 1978 episode of Tic-Tac-Dough with Wink Martindale. We will see you next time on more fun of the Summer of Games. Until then, good night.